Hey, what is up, you guys? It is me, Maddie Davis, and welcome to the channel of where I review movies. Today I will be reviewing 3 Dustin Hoffman movies, including The Graduate, Midnight Cowboy, and Tootsie. If you're new to my channel, welcome. This is the channel where I review movies every Friday on Film Buff Friday, like a wonderful Friday like today, you know. So I started this channel because I wanted to check off movies off my movie list with people I can talk to about what I'm seeing, because I just watched a masterpiece for the first time and then have no one else to talk to except for friends over the phone and my mom, you know? And so I have a really big list of movies I am just enjoying. So if you will fancy me, please comment in the comment section 1 or 2 or 3 movies that you think I should cover, or you think I would enjoy or feel expanded upon watching. The more the merrier, so just flood that comment section. For now, let's jump into the video. So I wanted to watch these Dustin Hoffman movies in chronological order following his career. So The Graduate, 1967. Then we had Midnight Cowboy, 1969. And then I would have included Kramer vs. Kramer into this mix, but I don't review movies I've already seen. But Kramer vs. Kramer, 1979. Definitely recommend it. It's great. And then the third movie I watched this week was Tootsie in 1982. It came out. Woohoo! So let's start off with The Graduate. I have been recommended this movie so many times. I think when I was a kid, my dad was like, "You want a comedy movie to watch? Watch The Graduate." I was too young for that at that time, and so I didn't watch it. I didn't really understand. But damn, I understand now. It's artful, it's funny, it's so simplistic, and so masterful in storytelling. Now, I'm not a film critic or a filmmaker, but I bet filmmakers can analyze the hell out of this movie and why all these amazing shots work so well. I honestly just kicked back in my bedroom and watched it on my laptop and just enjoyed it. I didn't take notes or anything, but there are very distinct images that remain burned in my mind, like the scuba outfit in the pool and just him planking in confusion and, like, I don't know, disillusionment. I know it's based off the novel The Graduate, but I saw a lot of similarities to Catcher in the Rye, which is one of my favorite books. This movie also launched Dustin Hoffman's career in the film world. He had done other stuff and he did New York Broadway acting, but pretty cool. So after enjoying The Graduate, I watched Midnight Cowboy, which I have also been recommended to watch more than once. When starting out the film, the first 5 minutes, I was a little, oh no, because I do not dig the cowboy aesthetic, and I thought, oh no, this is not gonna be a movie I like. But that was all very soon flipped around, because this movie laces in some very foreboding flashbacks that just shook me. They're very powerful. It reminded me of the play The Wool Gatherer by William Mastermone, if you've ever read it. I think this movie portrays trauma in a really real way. I think it made the movie even more captivating in that there's a lot of humor, but then there's a huge well of emotions right underneath the surface. Now, Dustin Hoffman is seen as a leading man actor, but in this movie he plays a character, if you do not already know. This movie is where the famous line comes in. That was so bad. Apparently he went all method on this part and was living in the New York streets to try to figure out what it's like to be Ratso, to be that character who's pretty much homeless and living off of nothing. I don't think that the method is the best way for actors to approach characters. I think what's most important is that the actor is tapping into the right side of their brain, and if the method helps people, then go them, but I think it's not safe. But even said, I think Dustin Hoffman really attacked this part with very cool physicality, with a limp that's just, like, I wasn't fazed by it, and then his dialect was just iconic. Both of those combined made him a really lovable character, and I think a staple in cinema. This was also Jon Voight's big break. I'm not a big fan of him. I haven't seen him in much. I know he's Angelina Jolie's dad, But I don't think he's as captivating to watch as Dustin Hoffman. I think he was perfectly cast in this movie, and he still is a very amazing actor. And he made me cry in, like, about halfway through the movie. I was crying at his scenes. But he's not my favorite to watch. And I feel bad critiquing actors like that, but he voted for Trump in 2016, so I don't need to babyfoot around the idea that I don't like him as an actor. And then lastly, I watched Tootsie, which was a huge surprise. I didn't think I would like it. As a kid, I loved Mrs. Doubtfire, and this movie kind of takes a similar thing with it of he has to be a woman. I don't even remember Mrs. Doubtfire, but I loved it. I think Dustin Hoffman really shined here as the leading man acting teacher who's struggling to have a career in New York. Very real, very honest, and it was very easy to connect with him. And then his character of Dorothy Michaels was just executed so well. Although I think all people would enjoy this movie, because I really did. I was laughing out loud. I think actors would enjoy this movie even more so because it's about actors. And there's a lot of relatable content in the scene study class, in the work they do on set. There's also scenes in the CAA building, which was founded in 1975, but in this time it was still new. It's the early 1980s, and it's kind of cool to see the old office buildings and the beginnings of the biggest agency in the industry. I also feel like Dustin Hoffman really put himself in the shoes of being an actress. He had to be a woman in a world where men are given the free pass if they are forceful or if they are just taking what they want at the expense of someone who doesn't have the same okay green light. Overall, I think his connection to the script and to the part was very meaningful and genuine, but it's really hard to read about the allegations made against him because I believe them. And so it's sad to learn that even though I think his connection to the woman's story is real, it's not. Obviously, he didn't understand what it's like to be a woman in this world and in this industry. Even with that said, I still really liked this movie, and I think other people would enjoy it too. And young Jessica Lange is in it. It's so nice! And that concludes our review of 3 Dustin Hoffman movies. I really enjoyed watching him, and as an actor, I can really see the craft and skill at work. Overall, I think he's a very powerful actor, and his explosive range in characters and material is something very inspiring to me. So on a scale of 1 to yum, I'd say these movies are definitely in the yum side of things. You know what also falls on the yum side of things? Those of you who like this video and subscribe to this channel. Make sure you do if you haven't already, and I am forever grateful to those of you who oblige. And feel free to comment below what movies you'd like to see on this channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will catch you next week on next Friday's Film Buff Friday. Thank you guys!